people of God and people of sports. Una ask for them, so we say make we deliver them. Fantastic Premier League by the Republikans for the Republicans of the Republicans. My name is Tracy Chappelle, the one that they call Swore, aka Swore, the Queen of Sports. And my work today with impetus, and impletiseketus. I'm not waiting that one, Misha. And they welcome una the men and the women to this particular platform. I go start from make I start from Felice Afat.
I feel grand like Kajat, and we just hope say this weekend for inside the FPL, you go Marama, you go Kajat for everybody because vibes and inshallah now just they get over the past few weeks. I will not know whether we all lock shop, just close and for inside the FPL this season.
Okay, I like how you take enter shop locking, opening. A very important exporter, fantasy Premier League water. Thank you, Jobita AK, Sexy Joe. You be customer there.
Yes, of course, customer Dada. Thank you very much. Of course, I hail you, and of course, I welcome to the Fantasy Premier League by the Republicans, and of course, here we go take the players will be say market the four press, and the one will be say they do well.
Somebody say shop, another person market. Make a move to the man on my left. On a good day, he be my producer. When we say they tell me point here for Wazobia Mass TV. But today, I come on like us, like Jacob Safat.
I did all right. So one of the prayers where every FPL manager they pray and say, make your captain perform, and make you know bench waiting will give you good luck.
Yes.
So now wait do be that. So we don't dare to talk about FPL and everything FPL by the Republicans. So thank you for having me. I did.
Oh, look at him looking so nice. It's very cultured.
That's how we do.
That's how they do. Wow. Enter the business of the day. Don't forget to say, if you want to be part of the conversation, use the hashtag FRPodcast. Also use the hashtag FPL by Republicans with a K, because our brain is very kobo. Just leave it like that. Now make a start with Live Jacobs. Gameweek 32. Yes, we came back to come take the matter in less than 10 games to the ending of the season. Your most disappointing player. Talk true for this season.
The person that disappointed me the most this season, it goes to De Bruyne. You not take away from how good the player did or how fantastic he did as a footballer, but as a manager, we do manage FPL team. Now the only person done it for my team the longest, and we know really give me as much point as I did expect. Based on saying an injury, they go injury, come back, and then when he did fit, Pep they doing Pep things.
Rotation.
He go rotate everything, man. So it did very disappointing for me as a manager, and like Kevin De Bruyne don't disappoint me.
Kevin and be Amaka. Okay,
as in disappoint me, I nearly won't cry.
Felix, who be your rewarding? If he has an Amaka, who be your assurance? Okay, assurance not the work again.
I not do. But the best way we say that help me for inside FPL so far this season, we say I go raise head and shoulders, say now him will be my number one man for inside the FPL this season. Now Bruno Fernandes, and he choke because if you not get if you not get Bruno Fernandes for inside FPL, you not get what they play. And so far since game week one, we say they my team is don't now one of the person who never transfer out, and of course he did penalty duty. Don't score 8 of the 9 penalties we say play for Premier League, and he still get other 8 goals. He get other 8 goals. So before anybody will talk, say now only penalty they score. For midfielders, then like how many they score 8 goals, but not be the matter. We say we can't hear with that boy. Now he get the highest point so far for inside FPL this season. Still, him and Hurricane then follow the run the matter on top there. So I would say because I'm about to get Hurricane this season, I sleep on top Hurricane matter. But Bruno Fernandes, I sleep on top of the matter. Tete. Now recently I just bring and come into my team and he just they give me small 1 or 2 points. But Bruno Fernandes now don't stay for my team the longest, and now him be my man for the season.
Sexy Jones. In case you don't know, she's the first time she's your Papa Sherry Fantasy Premier League.
Debut season.
She's a debutant. So she's a Bridgerton to us.
Thank you.
I can just ask you a question.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Sister Sexy, make her like this. VAR, some people they say that they play while you with some things like that. VAR officiating and whatnot because they affect how you say that they players.
Yes, player don't celebrate, finish the call commodity
they don't
points.
come out and all this kind of nonsense. Like see them buy a goal when we say buy the Agne goal when we say he cast Chelsea, God go punish and but Ceci, my question to you now this: you feel like say hand in hand, this thing they affect us really? I've been at just people when they cry. Is it just cry for people of really the affect Fantasy Premier League?
No big cry because it also affects the Fantasy Premier League because for your mind, you will be say you be the manager, go down the happy say the player does call of a sudden go here say that they take few minutes to go check VAR, then go measure armpits, then go measure the hair where they armpits, then go measure hand.
This is
everything measurement.
Because they're like
as in The measurement, I feel say now the way they carry apply the VAR for England, now follow they affects everything as it is. So because nobody so it is for other places, other leagues have they use VAR. You understand? But now the way English people take apply and can't be like say they spoil market for some people.
They spoil am for us too.
Now that line they pay me. That line they pay
Now
me.
the measurements they pay me. Then they measure everything measurable.
By the
Then
skin
go
of
measure.
your chin. Mosquito said they
But
go-
as the VAR takes scatter some people plans based on goal, still they have some people for clean sheets.
That's
If you
Yes,
get the
they
defender
have-
when they
yes,
inside
they
the
have
team,
some
say they
people for
cancel
clean
the
sheets. Not
goal.
true,
They
yes.
help you because
Not true.
So the team balance more, but you know say FPL now based on goals and assists. So
But no
if
matter
VAR
how it take balance, it still they affect the FPL.
Yes, it affects well because if they score goal, person go collect 3 points for assist. Person go still collect like 3, 4, or 5, 6 points to score goal. But for clean sheet, they will cancel that goal later they cost the score that people again.
Yeah.
So
Fuck shit, man. Fuck shit. I mean, see, make an ask like blanket question before we enter into the real business of Game 32, which is this. This season so far, and this will be like my third year for FPL. I don't understand them. Because come like I said, I learn them from scratch. A lot of mixed schedules, rescheduling for March, a lot of this week now we enter on a double weekend or double game
yes,
for some
yes,
people.
yes.
He plenty past normal season. So I just want to say, my brother on the left. Brother Life. Brother Life, talk to me. I mean, so far this season, what do you make of Fantasy Premier League?
This Premier League season
Testify.
a different kind of Premier League season we will never see before. Normally we play weekends and weekend. Only a few times then they put midweek games. But for this particular one, almost every midweek game day, it's either then they play one cup game or one Premier League game. And the Premier League games they too scheduled back to back. Injuries they occur, people they wound, team managers they rotate. So if for teams who don't get deep squad, those ones no say week in week out now the same set of players go play. But people who get big squad like Man U, Man City, Liverpool,
Even Chelsea.
Chelsea, then they rotate. And the players who you want send for FPL are from those kind of teams. And then if you no take them easy, you go sign when I no go play 2 games.
no, not to because now one of the people will be say forehand.
Yeah,
Start of the
forehand
season. I get that for like 6 weeks.
People keep faith. Only for when I to shit for sure, she's Bible take clean hands. Just not agree come out to come dance at all. But okay, Matt, put time to you. Time Dorish make we do our 32 game week, 32 kind of something. So make we serious with us. We have to pick a captain. It's a double week for some teams. Tottenham now one of them, I believe. What they call certain things.
Everton. I
No,
know.
Everton.
Wait, my check.
No, Benjamin, I thought we sure
Tottenham,
say
everybody
we just say
like
Tottenham get double game week. That one for sure.
So when you consider that, Felice, who are you captaining? If you had the option of a Salah, because Salah, Liverpool get option to for doubles too. So if you had the option of a Salah, a Kane or a Lingard for captain, who you they put for your team?
Hurricane, based on the fact say get double game week and 9 be the informed attacker over the stretch of the season. Lingard, yes, we know say 8 goals since we say he joined West Ham. They score
What God
and
cannot
even
do
win. Even they inside the player of the month. This thing matter.
Yeah.
And then Salah still be like say don't they pop up 1 or 2 for inside Liverpool, but I'm not sure for Liverpool form. They think wake up today tomorrow like this and a deep sleep.
No, so they don't
sleep.
lose. They don't come off of Champions League.
Yes, so Salah.
The run of games again, all those bright.
And then they fight to qualify for Champions League. So that one go give them extra motivation to want they score many goals. But still, I'm not go with Salah. I go just go with Hurricane based on the fact they get double game week. And the teams will be saying they play for
Hurricane surely a no-brainer for anybody to
Yeah,
just
that's
get
true.
ask and captain. But then Salah they play Leeds and Leeds they play open football.
Thank you.
So chances.
And if
spaces
you remember,
dey-
first leg is called hat-trick
he
against
scored
them.
hat-trick against Leeds and Leeds
So,
go open
first game
space
of
for
the
him.
Now
So
Bielsa, no, they like
Salah-
somebody they can shine 2 times.
Salah fit get chance score hat-trick again. So
Na solid option if you get Salah.
If you
Na
get
the thing,
Salah.
if you get Salah, na solid option.
Sex make
Well-
I ask you, safe or risky? Are you going to go with a safe option like a Hurricane, or a risky option like say Salah?
I don't think say Salah are risky options. We know the ability of both players and we know what them fit bring to the table. But just because of say that double header, just like Felix take Tucker, now go make me go with Hurricane because Hurricane now, in fact, one of the informed strikers. So we say they around town right now. So even if anything goes wrong for that,
Make it no choke you. Player don't get double
Some
game
people
week.
dey even plan to triple captain now.
You get one
Na
particular
not dey, man. I don't conclude I don't go triple captain. I still get
triple captain.
I still get bench boost.
I dey play triple captain with Harry Kane.
I still do with my chips.
This weekend.
I dey play triple captain. No, I dey play triple captain with Harry Kane. I no care wetin happen. But then, person don triple captain, person wey get double game week or captain am, pop. Now Fernandes pop that week, get 16 points.
He go pop.
Okay,
Harry Kane go pop.
Make una not forget, say if you want do your transfers, especially for those of them, we say just a pop in. Your free transfers, you get like 2 when we say 1 or 2 when we say if you run for free. But if you feel like say you must get someone like an Harry Kane or a Salah and you want to be a strong man, you can take an extra, but you go hold debt -4. So you have to calculate it. Do you want to hold that, or do you want to stick with what you have? Do you want to be a loyal boyfriend or girlfriend? Or you got mischief in the corner? Make I throw this one to you.
You get one option, sorry, before you continue. You get one option who they avoid, who they look, who they overlook. Now son, no.
Son.
Yeah. Another solid person.
Yes.
But I think for inside Tottenham, if you go choose between Son and Harry Kane. So if I feel choose Harry Kane over Son, maybe no need to do the conversation anymore. Because say Kane most likely assist he get pass on this season, goals he get pass on this season, and form he won't still better pass on. Even
you get one particular question somebody asked me before: who they more effective in terms of points where they don't gather per game? Na Son. So I just say we can put some out there for people where they make up their mind.
They their squad again because they already.
Some fit give you hat trick. Kane never give us that kind of
magic.
Oh, now they put water plates inside this basket. You just pour.
You're pretty boss.
Like this now, I don't call it doubt the Harry Kane. But he gel.
Not true. You just got to give Son Heung-min kudos. That guy will be say even since the start. In fact, since where he go, even before he go that military training where he go, that guy don't come back. They come.
Extra motivation.
He might not have many more goals like Harry Kane take get, but then the guy they pull his own weight for that team.
I like this thing when you talk because now you get the opportunity to try a wild card, for instance.
Yeah, if you still get
a wild card. I mean, no, not
anybody wants to get anti now wins. May you clear.
But in case you have
I don't agree.
The table where we still carry come now. Iheanacho Shaw versus Lingardinho. Because you know say what God cannot do.
Does not exist.
Thank you.
Now the two most informed players for the Premier League right now be that Iheanacho don't score about 9 goals in 6 games and Lingard don't score 8 since he joined West Ham.
I think it's a period of
the underdog season.
Resuscitation.
But they revive their career.
Yes. Because not be the first time. Not the first time would they see players when they go just pick form towards the ending of the season. But most times go just go.
No. For these 2 players, for the past 2-3 years, these 2 players don't get themselves.
They don't get themselves.
You understand? And all of a sudden they just pop out like that. Begin to do.
Now, it is surprised now. Say if they won't even do substitution for Leicester, then they come over the leave.
That's smart man. So that's the question now because
it's a man in form.
If you see the run of games they get the next 2-3 games, do you think that this form when in a short day on if he does shift? May you drop him, or this now someone you should be put for your wild card option, or extra.
But as long as Iheanacho get Vardy where they play alongside them, Vardy don't grow over time. I don't know. Say okay, football not about just to score the goals. They also create goals. Like so most of Iheanacho goals, you say Vardy they get hand inside the creation of the goals. They particular about scoring again, and the team don't already realize that. Say Iheanacho seven a later striker as he matter be. So what they do now? All of them now they begin to look for Iheanacho. So. Before the end of the season, I expect him to score more goals. And also, Lingard, the motivation of 4th place, they their back of their mind. So,
and
the
qualification for the UEFA Champions League as well.
And the way we FPL take be, if you choose sleep on top player matter, when you can't go decide, say, that I won't bring her. That I don't cast. Because now the thing will happen to me for Kane. Since starting of the season, we say the squad, they say, Harry Kane, this thing, under Mourinho, the park boss or kind time, the thing go still cast.
Fuck shit, man.
See, today, Baba, they scored the goal. The same thing nice to me with Rafinha for Leeds United. See, today, Diego Jota. See Lingard now, he don't stretch Harry Kane. I beg if you get your wild card or you get that free transfer and you don't get attackers, so you say reach these guys, you say then do just get them inside your team. Lingard, Iheanacho, they're supposed to be your team.
What about your defenders? What about your defenders? I mean, thank you very much, boss. You put a Man City versus Chelsea. I mean, the defenders when they get for them, they get very clean sheet. I mean, they talk of Ruben Diaz. They'll be one of the most consistent when it comes to clean sheet. Forget that West Brom nonsense when happened with Chelsea.
No, Chelsea gets one of the defenders who I like with no return points. That be Kozuma. Kozuma.
That time for starting all the season, may we clear.
Right now, with the way
now not the see shit.
No, if you get
if Kozuma play, you dey
if
assured
you,
of
if
saying
you
go
get
score.
opportunity now to show up your defense right now, moving to the ending of this season, you have to look because not every time you feel they change player
Of
off and down.
course.
So you need someone who stay like 3, 4, 5 games. Maybe if you have to pick someone as a defender, keep them for your team. Between Chelsea defenders and Manchester City defenders, who you go pick and which player?
I go pick Man City defenders. So Stones and Diaz, those
Stones
guys.
and Diaz.
Oh my
Rock.
goodness! Oh, rock solid.
Rocky
you know?
Bata. Who get stones for you? Not
I guess those.
Can't get
But I consider
I
because
get
rotation.
Diaz. I get Diaz, but Cancelo na my guy. I just move him
never
out.
took up this season.
No. The thing about Cancelo now, Cancelo go they are sure to give you something like an assist.
An assist.
In they play forward based on how
Semi-assist.
Guardiola set up. In they play close to the striker them. So I prefer Cancelo for Man City defense. Although Stones na the number 1 pick for Man City defense, and then Cancelo.
Based on pricing, that make me
next
go
one.
with Stones. It's cheap as the
See, I like
Cancelo
this
matter.
one.
That one
And
said
that one
join.
make me just
I like
Colombian.
this way you talk because you're a spiritual man. I like Akube. You know that when I'm saying you don't go on that bridge. Aja, Charlotte. This one. Oh, Charlotte. You don't go on that bridge, carry your 2K, you don't be like 5
You're
cuts.
by 5.
And you're not pustache.
I they tell you.
So now those kind of
Now
players.
like this, the hand go there.
Thank you.
You know, Greek under
Na
this.
stash.
So we sleep on some players. I mean, you get West Ham when we say get Jared Bowen. Then an option too for cheap something. So if I get okay, I might just really do a roll call for some players when we say they be cheap guys, but not like they're cheap, but they're economic.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
can
yeah.
get so who go be your top 3 when we say you get to get from defensive to midfield. I mean, we get Jared Bowen, we get Conor Cody. Conor Cody do well last week.
Yeah.
He had a very fantastic weekend. We get Pablo Fornals. You want to stick with him? That boy for me, we tell they call him West Ham too. Then you get Jota. Jota is back. And I'm not seeing any reason why
They
I say
hot.
that boy no go do finish. We get Ian Shaw, you get Rudiger, you get Odin. You go hold on to Odin. Or Lingard, Diagne, Aves, and the last person I go call na Ferreira.
Okay, for this list, what would they see? So one
When
of
I
the players.
come on Havas for that Akube, that guy
It's
expensive.
too expensive.
Just
You
how
know
Havas
that's on my
Akube?
mind.
How?
Havas so expensive.
Make it
For
don't
person
run.
they get that kind of return.
I
I
don't
beg, I
complain
beg.
then I can't say against German nationality.
They come out Havertz for that list.
Turkey, Akube. They don't increase that.
Funny enough, German players know it took cost now.
But one of
Depends.
the players for this
No,
list
it
who I
took
think
us.
say would they sleep on Gerard Bowen.
Yes.
Most of the things will they happen for West Ham.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
like the
And he dey play as
That's
attacker
true.
for
They
them
play as
recently
attacker.
because Antonio get Wunjo.
He
Get Wunjo,
Yeah,
so
he
he dey
don't-
play as a attacker for there.
So Gerard Bowen a very good option, and then for defense, I go for Conor Cody. I like Rudiger, but man,
But Rudiger don't really, I don't
then
know.
they experiment
Despite all
with-
the, all
then
the,
they tweak
despite all the
around.
controversies, all the fights for inside training with fellow players, he's still coming good for
He shall
Chelsea.
won't beat
And
that
Chelsea
one.
dey
enter,
tweak.
but-
Rudiger they score. Defender when they score. You
My
need that
my
one.
own this thing my own Akube player not even dey for this thing. Now personally they sleep on top in matter.
Okay.
Many people not still know
Wake us up,
Mateus
wake us up,
Pereira.
wake us up.
Mateus Pereira.
Pereira. Get my list,
Last
oh.
guy now. Come on, get out.
Yes,
Because
Mateus Pereira.
Everything West Ham they do that way good. Everything West Ham they do way
West
good.
Brom.
West Brom rather.
West Brom.
Whether they do way good now through am they go.
It's true,
Either
Mateus
they
Pereira.
assist or they
Guy
score the
hot.
goals.
He's
And one
hot
person
now.
they sleep on. And then for the defense, Rudiger na person we say don't dey my team Tete and I still they stick with that because for the left side of that Chelsea back three, people way too they comfortable to play with their left, not too plenty.
Yes.
So rotation not the
Them
two
must
affect
use
except to
am.
get
Affect
Wunjo.
Yeah.
But if now the right side, they feel rest as Piliqueta play Zuma, they feel play Christensen instead of Thiago. They feel
Thiago.
but for that left side, they not get left-sided centre back. So they sure say if rotation even happen, he go see the side. So now him be my own Akube defender we say I get for inside the Chelsea. Then for attack, na Pereira. Now somebody will say people
Nah,
guys
so
look
Mateus
inside
Pereira.
because recently.
They might.
Chelsea fans supposed to know well because he Colombia 2 goals 2 assists against them. Even their last game again, he's still the inside.
Another person, Mbappe,
Yes, that one said that still another stubborn goal. They say score Manchester United. I
Chelsea
see
fans
to
don't
stop
know
Chelsea.
about them.
I go push you for that. I go push you for that. I will not take this man like possession of my club.
But now they
Take
use
it
big
like a
form
woman.
now.
There is Chelsea.
You say,
form.
see, another Akube player who is here for fit consider. You say they go to play Chelsea every week. Now Robinson. But now 2 times they go play Chelsea this and they don't already play Colombia 4 goals.
Nigeria.
So you say that they play every week against
Point of
Chelsea.
correction, the guy played Chelsea 3 times. This
Eh,
is score 5.
You
Before
know,
I
say,
go
you
this
know,
year.
say some players, it get some particular teams where we say they are
defense.
mojo. Even if they know they do well, once they jam that
You
team.
understand this one when now so I can the zone now.
And you remember, say, even the
we are throwing
Calabrian
back. Is it what we are doing? Is it what- I will call Aston Villa for you.
Say, because of that goal where Callum Robinson be Colombia against Chelsea, brought so many way fans can't date assist. I mean, all those racist remarks and comments. Now go take no player where they, is doing something good.
They soji If Etas are not 18, you're not doing
you're not doing well. Yeah.
This is not the final lap, and like I promise you now, we can always make a short, sweet, and nice for now. So if you want to be part of the community, feel free to pop in. I believe the guys when we say get the best points from last week on. When I go see their names now, I think Akintola day for there. I think some people actually had like 89 points.
Wow.
Where then they see these points? 86 points.
This point, now small thing they take triple my points. What gets like 3 times.
This soap.
If you times my point 3 times,
like
somebody gets 10 points.
But this soap where people interested
to see their team, the hungry.
God, that just small. Check it.
86 points.
You know the funny thing, when season started, when Republican league start like this, I mean they say this league, I go call up be manager of the week tiger. See today, these guys they don't let me.
Maguire, my brother. Anyway, time don't reach make with discharge.
Yes,
I will just put it like this. Who could be the team who could be the player with most points? You?
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Wow. Everybody seems to think it's
I
go put Salah.
Anonymous institution. Hurricane is our star.
Okay, not red for us.
On behalf of Chelsea. Chelsea for life.
Anyway, no, console yourself. It's okay.
We go see whether before the show ending reels go pop up, and I go see how I be say each individual plan to set up their team for the weekend. So it go give you an idea how you take flu. I know say Felix already finishing only the Chris, and no still like Jacobs. Still they think not wherever.
I see a tinker man.
You better do it before deadline. As for me, I'm a humble bastard now. And why Drunkers FC we have retired for the season because we have been disgraced. And we come back.
You have to wait for next season.
Another player of the season be that.
Another player of the season.
Bamford.
He tried,
but then Bamford. Start of the season, it be like say they ginger all of a sudden.
Wait, still they want
Come be like say.
Where they go?
Where they go?
We don't share the meat finish. We don't
share grace.
Okay.
But
Amen.
So any final word, sexy?
Well, I hope say this week go at least better. Just as we take talk all the points the way they carry they get 86, I won't get passive. No,
passive,
let me go and be in my chaplet inside the water.
Thank you.
Sexy say she dey hope. Me I dey pray so they no go trust on that boss because this is all of us they shout hurricane. This FPL matter. Hurricane will just carry all of us now. Just blank. 2 points against Everton. 2 points against Adansi. That is 4 times 2, 8. They all red for us. So.
May Hurricane come true for us. May the church say
Amen.
Thank you.
Anyway, Chelsea for life. I go tell them say I go put my money on Harvest to still continue to score. Thank you for joining us. We will continue next week on
yes.
same platform. Peace.